What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Lizelle and today's video is a tutorial on how to slay your false lash application. So I know that applying falsies might seem a little scary for you guys, but it's honestly a lot easier than you think. Practice definitely does make perfect. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but practice over the years has definitely helped me conquer my false lash application. I oftentimes get a lot of questions from people asking how I apply them to make them look so natural, especially when I wear the Ardell Wispies. Those are hands down my favorite pair of lashes for like daily wear, and I've had so many people ask me whether they are my natural lashes. And I take that as a compliment because it means that people think that my lash application is so good that they look real. So I definitely take that as a compliment. But basically today I'm going to be showing you guys the things that you'll need to apply lashes, how to apply them, how to trim them to suit your eye shape, and also how to get the most out of your false lashes and the most uses out of them. So if you want to learn how to slay your false lash application, then just keep on watching. First things first, I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that you will need in order to apply lashes. So of course you need a pair of lashes. These are the Cocoa lashes in the style Queen Bee. I really like these lashes because personally I'm such a big fan of wispy lashes, and these are wispy for days, yet they are very full and dark at the root, which I love. Another thing that you'll need are some tweezers. I totally recommend applying lashes with tweezers, although I know some people out there prefer to apply them with their fingers. I just feel like when you have long nails, it's so much easier to use tweezers. For applying lashes, I really like to have tweezers that are just straight across. They just make the application process a lot easier for me. Next up, you're gonna want some glue. I have a few to show you guys. My current favorite has been this Revlon one. As you can tell by the packaging, we can see that I have gotten a lot of use out of this, and I personally do prefer lash glues that come with a applicator. I have used like Duo lash adhesive in the past where you get a little dollop of it and then run the lash band through it. I just feel like this is the easiest and cleanest way to apply glue to lashes. You're also going to want a mascara just to coat your lashes with. It doesn't have to be anything special. I just use whatever mascara I'm using at the time. Basically, what I want this to do is just make my lashes look black. You're also going to want some scissors, especially if you're going to have to trim your lashes and make some adjustments to the length of them. Sometimes it may be the case that the lash band is too long for your eye, and you don't want to try and apply that onto your eye because it's going to hurt. Trust me, I've tried it before, and trimming it is a lot easier than having to struggle with a lash poking you in the eye all day. You can definitely use any types of scissors. I just find these little nail scissors are definitely the easiest to work with. As you can see, they're very thin and tiny, and they're really easy to trim lashes with. You're also probably going to want a lash curler, of course, to curl your lashes. And I would definitely recommend having a mirror. It doesn't have to be a mirror like this. You could even just use like a compact mirror. Just something that you can hold underneath your chin when applying the lashes. I will definitely show you guys what I mean by that later on. I've just zoomed you guys in, so now we are up close and personal. But first things first, what you want to do is curl your lashes. Now this is just going to help them kind of blend in with the false lashes more later on after you apply them, so that your natural lashes just aren't like stark straight. I also prefer to curl my lashes before I apply mascara because, as most of you guys would know, it is not good to curl your lashes after you've applied your mascara. It's just not healthy for them. Once your lashes are curled, you're then going to want to coat them with some mascara. The whole purpose of coating them with mascara is not to add length or anything. It's really just to make the lashes black so that once again they do blend in with the falsies. So basically, now that my lashes are all curled and have mascara on them, I'm ready to apply my falsies. As I said, I am using the Queen Bee lashes by Cocoa Lashes today, and these are a fresh set. I do have ones that have already been pre-cut and whatnot, but I wanted to show you guys how to cut these to fit your eyes. So first things first, you want to be very careful when removing them from the tray. This is very important because I can't tell you how many times I've ruined lashes because I've been in a crazy rush to get them out of the tray. So it is very important to be gentle with them because you don't want to distort the shape of the lashes and you don't want to remove any hairs from the lashes. How I remove my lashes from the tray is basically gently pull down at the band, like the very base of the band, and pull it away from the tray. Once it's at this point, it's basically ready to be pulled off, and that's it. There's your lash. So you want to put that to one side and make a note of which eye it comes from. So as you can see, this is for my right eye, this is for my left eye. It matches up with my eyes. So you want to make a note of which lash goes onto which eye. That's very important. And then again, I'm just going to do the same with this one, gently pulling at the base, and then ta-da, there's my lash. When it comes to false lashes, they are not all going to fit your eye shape, and that is okay. It doesn't mean that you can't wear them, it just means that you have to trim them. So basically what I would do, this is the lash for my left eye, what I'm going to do is just place it down, just let it sit there and have a look at it. Again, I have my mirror underneath my chin. Having the mirror down lower than your face makes it a lot easier to see where you are applying the lash. So you just want to let it sit there, kind of study it and look at it and think like, okay, how does it feel? How does it look? As you guys can see, it looks so intense, and I'm not really a big fan of like lashes that look like this, because let's put the other one on and I'll show you. Like, this is a bit intense for me right now. So what you want to do is just have a look and see how you want to trim them. Major key is to not trim from the inner corner, because the inner corner is always going to be the shortest part of the lash, because naturally our lashes are tapered and shorter from the inner corner, and then they gradually get longer as they go to the outer edge of the eye. So when it comes to trimming lashes, the easiest way for me to do this is basically put them on my eye, have the inner corner start where I want them to start, and you can see just how much is left on the outer corner, and that's pretty much what I'm going to want to trim off. But you don't want to just get your scissors and just trim them off straight away. You want to do it gradually, because it's easier to cut off more than if you cut off too much and then you lose a pair of lashes. Basically what I'm going to do is just have a look at them, take my scissors and just trim a little bit. And as you can see, there's a little bit that I've trimmed off, and then you can go ahead and put them back on, see how they look, see if they fit better. They still look a little bit heavy, so I am going to trim a little bit more off. So once you are happy with the length of them and how they look on your eye, you're going to do the same with the other lash. And typically what you can do is just take the two lashes, stack them on top of one another, and then trim off that excess. As you can see, the lengths of them are different, so you're basically just going to match up and trim off the extra off the second lash. And then once you're done with all your trimming, you just want to sit them on your lashes again and just see. I know this looks ridiculous, but it does give you an idea of how they will look on. So that's how they're gonna look. Like I said earlier, I do prefer applying them with tweezers. Grab your lashes with the tweezers in the very middle of them. You don't want to grab the band, like you don't want to be taking the band and covering the band with the tweezers, and you don't want to be holding them too far away from the band. You want to be holding them like right before the band, like at the very base, if that makes sense. Take your brush applicator with the glue on it and just apply the glue. You're just going to run that along the base of the lash band. I personally like to make sure there's a little extra glue on the outer corners, just because if anything is going to pop off first, it definitely will be the outer corners. Alright, so we have the glue on, and as you can see, it is slightly changing color, and that's what I love about this Revlon glue, is that it does slightly change color the more tackier it gets. So it goes from being white to blue, which makes it like foolproof to know when they are ready to apply. Wait like 30 seconds or a little bit extra until these get tacky, and then you can apply them onto your eye. So what you want to do is have your mirror sitting underneath your chin. So what you want to do is come at your eyes from the top. As you can see, it is so much easier to apply them coming from above. And what I like to do is just take the middle, press it down into my eye first, and then I'll just like let that chill there for a little bit because it does give you time to stick down the edges. So before you do stick down the edges, this is the time when you would kind of tug and adjust where you want them to sit. I'm pretty happy with how that looks now. Actually, I'm just gonna pull that a little further over. And when you do these adjustments, you want to make sure that you're holding the lashes from the base of the band. When it comes to the inner corner, it's so easy, you just stick that down as well. Then you basically want to comb out your eyelashes with the tweezers side on and press the falsies with your actual lashes together, just so it makes them more secure and they kind of blend together a lot better. So that is pretty much the application of one lash, and I'm just going to quickly run through again and do the second lash. So there we have it, those are the lashes on. As you guys can see, it is actually a lot easier than what it seems. Practice definitely does help. If you do something enough times over, you generally will become better and quicker at it. So I guarantee if you just practice applying lashes, you'll be able to do it in no time. Another thing I wanted to note is that I have had so many people ask me how I get so many uses out of one pair of lashes. And honestly, I don't know how, but I think if you want something to last forever, you try and make it last forever. Whenever I'm running low on a pair of lashes, I will use the one pair of lashes that I have left over and over again until I can't. So my first tip would definitely be to store them properly. Now I know we all like to have our safe spot for our lashes. At the end of the day, we just pull them off and put them in their safe spot, but what you really want to be doing is storing them properly. So I would totally recommend storing them in something like this. This is a lash case, and basically it looks like a plastic lash tray just like this, but it does keep them all nice and clean, plus it's pretty. So in these at the moment, I have a pair of Ardell Wispies, and no joke guys, I've worn this pair of lashes probably over 10 times. Storing them is great because it not only keeps them nice and clean and dust free, it also does help them keep their shape, which really does help with making your lashes last longer. My second tip would definitely be to clean them. Now when I remove my lashes, I basically just carefully peel the glue off the band. So if I just show you with this pair of lashes, basically what I do is I hold them at the base and I just peel the glue off. If you're really careful at doing this, you shouldn't have any problems, but if you're going to be rough with it, then I would recommend you don't do this. This definitely does help with making them last longer. I know that this might not be the best way to do it, but this is the way that I do it. I basically just peel the glue off. They literally look brand new once I'm done doing that. I usually peel the glue off just before I'm about to use them again. So after I take the lashes off, I'll just stick them in here, and then when I'm about to apply them on the next day or whenever, I peel the glue off then, because the glue does help them to sit in the tray better. So that's why I keep it on for the next time, if that makes sense. Another tip for keeping them clean is to take a little Q-tip with like some micellar cleansing water and just gently rub over them if there is any mascara or eyeliner that is stuck to them. Because I don't apply mascara onto my falsies, I rarely have to do this. Like I don't usually have an issue with getting mascara onto my falsies, but I know some people do like to apply mascara on their lashes as well as their falsies to blend them together. I personally don't. So if you are needing to remove any type of makeup from the lashes, I would recommend using a micellar cleansing water. Definitely don't use an oil-based cleanser because that is just going to ruin them. And then my third tip would be to not get them wet. I know this sounds like pretty simple, but sometimes when I'm removing my makeup at night, I'm just so tired or I just forget. I go in with my oil cleanser and I just start wiping my face and I'm like, oh my goodness, my lashes, I totally forgot to take them off. So it's very important to not get them wet. Don't get any types of cleansers or oil cleansers on them especially. Take them off before you cleanse your face, that's for sure, because I've done that so many times where I've been like washing my face and then I realize, hey, my lashes aren't this long, like why do they feel long? And then I realized that I forgot to take my lashes off, and by that time they're already ruined. So definitely don't get them wet. So that is pretty much it, you guys. That's how I apply my falsies. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you all learned something from it. If you guys have any other things that you want me to do videos on, I was thinking of doing like a winged liner tutorial, then leave it in the comment section down below and I'll definitely get onto that. If you guys want to follow me on any of my social media accounts, you can find the links for those down below as always. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.